One of the lines in one of the songs, the prelude songs, "You say it best when you say nothing at all." You know, it is amazing as a couple grows in love and as they grow in their life, how sometimes nothing really needs to be said, that it's just sort of understood. And there are other times when it is better when a person says nothing at all, particularly if it's a point of conflict. And that's where that second reading really comes in, you know, with St. Paul says, you know, I can do anything, but unless I have love, it doesn't profit me at all. And marriage today is looked at a little bit more rather than just a contract, but, you know, as a covenant spelling out God's love for us, that God is always faithful to us and always there for us, and that's the way you need to be for each other, so that in good times and in bad, as you will say in your vows, that you are there for each other all those times.
Brad, take you, Jaleigh, to be my wife. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love and honor you all the days of my life.
I, Jaleigh, take you, Brad, to be my husband.
I promise to be faithful to you
I promise to be faithful to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health, and to love you and honor you all the days of my life.
Jaleigh, take this ring
Jaleigh, take this ring
as a sign of my love and fidelity. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Brad, take this ring
As a sign of my love and fidelity.
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and the Son,
and of the Holy
and
Spirit.
the Holy Spirit.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Luke, and this is what I sound like. As Brad's best man, it's one of my responsibilities to let the bride's side know what kind of man she's marrying. He comes from a great and supportive family. He's successful in his job. He likes to hunt and fish, fly drones occasionally, camp. He's very caring. He would give you the shirt off his back if you were in need. Probably because he wears a permanent sweater, but he might exchange it for his ball cap. I've known Brad and Jaleigh for a long time, and I'm happy that they have finally decided to get married. I'm always looking for a good reason to party.
So I Googled a lot of maid of honor speech examples, and there was one piece of advice I kept finding over and over was to start off with a quote. So I did a little research, and I think their love is best described by Dr. Seuss. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. So Jaleigh and I were very different growing up. She summed it up best many years ago when she was standing here giving this speech at my wedding day. I was a little bit country, she was a little bit rock and roll. She played with Barbies, and I loved baby dolls. We were just like any other sisters growing up. And as we both set out on our separate ways to college, it made me realize how much I actually missed having her around. And then she moved to Seattle. This was really hard on my parents, and deep down it made me pretty sad also. We all dealt with it the best we could and saw her just a couple times a year. But when I made that call to her to tell her that we were expecting the twins, she decided in that moment she was moving home. And we are so glad she did. Having her close has been so nice. She has been a great aunt and a godmother to the kids, and they just love their Aunt G. We learned of Jaleigh and Brad's relationship right after the twins were born. It was just awesome that these two were high school sweethearts and were able to reconnect after all these years apart. I'm so glad she decided to change out of her pajamas and meet up with him that night. He and Jason have also become great friends, and we are also proud to have Brad as our godfather of our newest addition. So we're really blessed to have you, and I feel lucky to be gaining a brother. So now can we all please raise our glasses high in the air. Love is a friendship that has caught fire. May your love burn bright for years to come, and I wish for this to be the first of many best days of your life. Cheers.
About 15 years ago, there was a newspaper article in the local Herald that started out, 2 15-year-old boys go for a joyride. That was me and Brad. And since I don't want to keep you guys any longer, I'll stop there. So raise your glasses. Here's to Brad and Jaleigh, health and happiness, and to the start of their joyride.